you've been lied to by the stupid self-improvement YouTubers that go, you can, that you can reset your brain in 24 hours with this new dopamine detox protocol. They ruined it, right? They ruined the dopamine detox. They literally turned it into a trend, into like a fad where, like, it was a joke. It was going around, and they tried to make it smaller and smaller and smaller to make it more appealing to more people, so that more people would buy their product, and like they can funnel them into their sales funnels and then get into the content funnel. They basically just lied about it the entire time, right? So it's unrealistic to reset your brain in 24 hours, right? You don't do any bad habits for 24 hours, and boom, you're like completely fixed. Now you're good for the rest of your life. That's like saying you get jacked and then never work out again. You're gonna get fat. Same thing with a dopamine detox. Your brain is gonna get overstimulated again. Like the benefits of the dopamine detox, but what it does is it basically destimulates your brain. So from doing so much pleasure activities, right? Activities that give pleasure, like not like hanging out with your friends. That might be a little bit, right, if they're like fucking loser friends, but specifically instant gratification, the ones that might feel good now but are bad for your future, right? They don't really influence a good future, right? So that would be something like porn, hanging out with toxic friends, wasting time on social media, right? And when you keep doing this, do you have like this little dopamine molecule in your brain? That's why it's called dopamine detox, and that it creates motivation and pleasure, right? So when you get rid of pleasure, right, it basically just detoxes your brain, destimulates your brain, and then what used to be hard, right? Like the hard work. It's called hard work. You know why it's so hard to do? Because you're overstimulated with your brain, and obviously it's still gonna be hard, but it won't be as hard. You'll actually start to enjoy doing hard work. And when you don't enjoy hard work, you can't do anything. You'd rather sit on social media. You'd rather be in bed all day. You'd rather do the bad habits. You'd rather do the instant gratification. Now, these specific good habits, they're called delayed gratification. The ones that don't feel too good right now, but will feel better in the future, and will make your future much, much better, right? Things like going to the gym. What I'm doing right now, recording this YouTube video, that's just instant gratification. I mean, not instant gratification. My bad. Delayed gratification. Working on your business is delayed gratification, things like that, right? And when you destimulate your brain, it creates consistency, because now you are able to enjoy the hard work, and then with what I'm about to tell you, you'll create a routine which will be able to make you more consistent, and you'll be more consistent by because you're not overstimulated anymore. Everything's just from overstimulated to destimulated. Destimulated is how your brain's supposed to be, a normal fucking brain, not like corrupted by so much social media, right? And just bad habits in general. So, and you might think that, oh, I need balance in life. Well, how am I gonna have no fun, right? People tell me that I'm no fun, right? Like in school, they tell me that I'm so fucking boring. I'm wasting my childhood because I'm like 13, right? And they're all middle schooler losers, right? They're all Jeffries, fucking weirdos, and they basically just keep telling me I'm gonna, waste my childhood, stuff like that, right? And the thing is, they don't realize this, but at one point I was like doing so many different bad habits stacked on top of another, social media, jacking off, weed, porn, boom, 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 boom. And eventually I didn't get pleasure from those bad habits anymore, from video games, from nothing. I didn't even enjoy video games. I didn't enjoy anything. I didn't enjoy hanging out. I didn't enjoy my friends. I didn't enjoy doing anything. I just didn't even enjoy sleeping, bro. I didn't enjoy anything. I just hated everything. And then that brings you into an anxious state of stress, and then you keep going, like, then if this happens, then that, then what if this, and then you start to feel more empty because nothing is pleasurable to you. And then I started seeing these dopamine detoxes. I got onto self-improvement. I didn't really follow them because I still thought I needed balance, because, well, how am I gonna have fun, right? And you don't realize this, but once you get rid of the fun things, the instant gratification, and you replace them with delayed gratification, and you do a dopamine detox the right way, right? And it's a lifestyle, not just something you do every Sunday. Then you'll start to actually enjoy hard work, get pleasure from hard work, and the best thing is that it doesn't overstimulate your brain anymore, because it's good habits, and it'll just keep delaying the gratification. And in the future, the next day you'll be better, next day you'll be better, next day you'll be better. You'll do something today because of it, next day you'll be better, right? Progress, action, progress, learn, implement. So I started to see progress, a lot of it, So then I got into a full dopamine detox. No bad habits, no binge eating, no porn, no weed, no nothing, right? And bro, it like supercharged my progress. No social media, right? No YouTube. That's the most important. That was the hardest thing for me to get rid of. No YouTube, no entertainment, right? Let's phrase it that way. No entertainment. And you replace it with, I'm gonna tell you what to replace it with, but you'll replace it, and then you'll obviously have a routine, some deep work. I'll talk about that more later. And then learning, which also I'll talk about that more later. And then you'll replace it with good habits. Any good habits, right? So I'm going to tell you first of all how this changed my life. And the first step of the dopamine detox changing your life is removing the bad habits, right? So this is obviously the most important part of the dopamine detox, right? Your friends don't care about you, right? The ones on Snapchat, the ones on TikTok, they don't stay up every night texting you. They don't text you every second of the day. They have their own things to care about, right? If you have your best friends, your really, really close friends, you should have a really small circle, like 2 or 3 friends maybe, right? Maybe even smaller than that. And they should all be like you, all right? Now let's go off the side, right? Most of them don't care about you. So, go ahead, delete Snapchat. If you really want your close best friends or your close circle to, be near you, and you want someone to talk to them on text, I'd rather you do it in person or on a phone call. That's just way better, right? Go get their phone numbers. Stop being a pussy. That'll help your social skills, right? So then you might be asking, I don't know what to do in my free time. I'm about to tell you that in a second, right? So you'll realize that your impulses will try to get you on your phone. You'll see your phone, you'll pick it up, you'll automatically just try clicking where TikTok or Snapchat used to be. Right, you'll come back to this video and comment or do something. You don't even have to comment. Just come back to this video, watch this exact part when you get that impulse when you delete social media. Right, that's literally I used to have that for me in the beginning. Right, I wanted to download it, but are you really gonna download it? Are you gonna really pretty much ruin your entire life all over again, or keep ruining it just because you wanted to watch a video on TikTok? What is that doing for you? It's wasting your time. You're not learning anything. You can't implement anything from that. It's just fun to watch. Like I said, it's like dopamine stuff, right? So keep it off of your phone. Make your phone ugly. Make your phone gray. My phone's gray. Press the reduce white point and put that at 80%. And then put your phone brightness all the way down, bro. You won't be able to see anything on your phone. Your phone will be gray. It'll be ugly. Turn on nightlight mode. You won't even want to be on your phone, right? Just go on your laptop if you have to. Well, actually don't even do that, right? Obviously you're gonna learn on your laptop. I don't recommend even learning on your phone, right? Unless you're listening to a podcast on the go. And I'll tell you which podcast and all that, literally just in a second. I keep saying this. And most important thing, no YouTube. Delete YouTube, delete Netflix, delete Hulu. Oh, I just wanna wind down, I just wanna chill out. They said this type of balance doesn't exist, right? You have one of this, you go into a rut, right? You have one bad habit, your bad habit grows. You'll get more addicted to it. You'll do it more. You'll stop doing you'll stop doing the good habits, right? I was starting to fall into this when I started, watching these random Jordan Peterson videos when he was arguing with people, and I thought it was productive, but it wasn't even productive. I was just some guy arguing with something. I didn't really learn from it. I thought I was. I convinced myself that I was, even though I knew I wasn't. And I started to get down into a rut, and then before that happened, I escaped the rut, and now I'm here. So no bad habits, because then you'll tip over to one side, right? So maybe balance exists in other things, but not in this, right? And another pro tip: you should get rid of the things that cause bad habits in the first place. So now, we got rid of social media, so now we're gonna get rid of vaping and all that, right? And this applies for anything. Get rid of anything. Get rid of lotion. Get rid of the websites. Block the websites if you have to. I have in a different newsletter these Chrome extensions for YouTube that basically remove the thumbnails, remove the view count, remove the subscribers, remove the suggested videos, remove the comments, remove everything, so you can just search up what you're looking for, right? And just remove it from your workspace, your house, anything that causes it. And another tip is that if you get a thought that usually leads you into a bad habit, right? Change your focus. Go do some push-ups. Change your focus. Maybe focus on your breath. I recommend doing external focus, which that means just focus on something else that's not like inside of your brain, right? Don't try to fight off the thoughts. Literally just go do some fucking push-ups and go focus on doing pull-ups for a second, and then chill out, and then tell yourself to like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Go do the shit that I gotta do, right? So you want to think of yourself, another thing is that you want to think of yourself as that fucking guy, right? You're him now. You don't jack off. You don't do any of this shit. Why? You don't jack off because you could just go pull a bitch right now, or a girl. You could go pull girls right now. You can pull as much women as you want, bro. Like, why are you jacking off in bed? You improve. That's the entire point of improvement. Well, not the entire point, but like, a side benefit is, pulling a shit ton of girls. Right? I've yet to see that. I've been on it for like, seriously for like since the beginning of June. I seriously started getting into this shit, right? Obviously my appearance and stuff has like improved throughout the year, and I obviously have pulled some. Okay, that's different. So you're not gonna eat that junk food, right? You're not gonna binge eat, right? Because you're an athlete now. You're not gonna waste time because you're a businessman now. You have to go do business, right? You're not gonna spend $5 on junk food, right? Because you're an athlete and you're a businessman now, right? Okay, like I was talking about later, we're gonna replace that lost time, right? Now you obviously have around 8 hours to 10 hours, maybe 6 to 10 hours of free time, right? Because now you're not on social media, you're not doing any good, you're not doing any bad habits, you're not on Reddit, you're not on TikTok, you're not on YouTube. All right, you're gonna create a routine, right? A routine where basically a timetable, like school, right? So at this time I'm gonna do this activity. In the morning I'll do this. At this time I'll do this activity. At this I'll do some deep work. At this time I'll go to the gym. At this time I'll shadow box. At this time I'll train. At this time I'll work. At this time I'll do something for my business. You get it, right? So a timetable, right? You should have a morning routine, not really afternoon routine. The morning routine kind of just extends into the afternoon routine if you're not in school. If you're in school, then obviously you have an afternoon routine and then the night routine, right? So morning routine should wake up around 5 to 7 a.m. I'm waking up at 6. I'm gonna try to wake up at 5 a.m. more. That should be everybody's goal. But obviously you can't just instantly do it. If you can, go for it. There is a way to instantly do it. I might do that now because I just watched a podcast right on doing that, and I'm gonna go wake up at 5 a.m. now. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta finish this quick then, because then I gotta sleep hella early. So you're gonna go take a cold shower to get adrenaline into your system, and that'll wake you up. If you're taking a cold shower, that shit wakes you up. You start breathing heavy, your eyes get wide. Then you're gonna go look into the sky, right? Get some sunlight. Try to look near the sun. Don't look directly in the sun. Try to get some sunlight. Stay out there for 5 to 10 minutes. Get your heart rate up. Do some light calisthenics. Do some shadow boxing. Then you're gonna meditate for 5 minutes minimum. I recommend downloading Medito. Journal, gratitude journal, and journal about regular stuff. I have another thing on journaling, right? You're gonna read for 30 minutes to 2 hours, right? Depending on how much time you have in the morning. If you don't have school, then go ahead, read for 2 hours. That's what I do now. If you have school, go ahead, maybe read for 30 minutes, right? If you don't have time, 15. It doesn't matter, because you gotta go to school. What are you gonna do? Skip school? You're gonna get fucking kicked out of the house, bro. Come on, you have parents. If you have school, then this is the end of the routine. If you don't, you're gonna do some deep work. Deep work is a 90-minute session, right? Oh, also for the morning routine, I have an entire different newsletter and video on that. So go check that out after this. You complete watching this video, because again, you have a short attention span. Give me your full focus now, right? And remember, this entire video, I'm talking to you, not anybody else, right? I'm giving you this advice. I everything in the beginning that I told you were your problems, and I'm trying to fix them for you. So make sure after this video, I'm going to tell you again at the end of the video, but make sure you go take action on this right now, bro. Everything I'm telling you, you can do this right now. So go ahead, do this right now. And if you don't, you're coping and you won't improve. I'm hoping you will. I'm hoping you'll stumble upon another video if you don't do this one, but this one will help you. I'm telling you, if you just do one thing and you keep implementing them, bro, you will change your life. So it's a 90-minute deep work session, right, where a bout of work, where you could be working on your business, your school, your education, homework, anything. 1 hour and 30 minutes, right? 90-minute session where you are completely focused on the work you're doing, right? It could be any work, school, business, like I said, like that, right? You have a minimum of 1 session daily, right? You can do 2 sessions. I do 2 sessions on days that I'm off of school, right? And during the summer, right, because summer break's coming up, I'm just be doing 2 sessions, banging out 2 sessions, maybe even 3 every single day, and then replacing the rest of the time with reading, right? So if you're gonna go to back with deep work sessions, take 10-minute breaks in between. Get some water, do some exercise. And you might be thinking oh, I'm not gonna work all day, obviously. So we are going to have a certain amount of deep sections, right? So I just told you how many of that, right? And then obviously you're not gonna work all day. I just said this. I have to do this thing where like I keep repeating myself in these videos, and I have to like learn how to stop repeating them, because like bro, I like kind of stutter, and then so I'm gonna little notes to self where, you know, maybe if you can in the comments or whatever, just tell me what I can do better, because you know I'm trying to improve this stuff for me, right? And obviously I'm giving like shit to you to do as well. So you're gonna learn. After you're done with your work, you're gonna learn, right? You're gonna be like, oh, learning isn't that for school? That's fucking boring. No, not that learning. They're not even teaching you anything useful that you can implement, right? That's the thing that I hate about school. So you're gonna learn how to improve. You're gonna learn how to improve your health, wealth, relationships, and social skills. Happiness and social skills kind of goes in relationships, I guess, right? You're gonna do this by watching long-form educational podcasts. Some are The Human Lab, The Game by Alex Hormozy, Diary of a CEO, and Modern Wisdom by Chris Williamson. They all are like, you know, business, self-improvement, health, stuff like that, right? And you're also gonna read. Right, so you can go. You already know all the self-improvement books. I know this for a fact. You know a bunch of self-improvement books. I guarantee you even have some right now that you've never read. Go ahead and read them. If you don't, maybe you know get like I'll put them in the description, right? And no, I don't have an Amazon affiliate link, bro. So calm the fuck down. I was gonna put them in the link of like my favorite ones that I'm reading and I plan to read, and the ones that I have already read. Right, so you're basically just gonna fill up the rest of your time with reading, right? After you're done, so like do 1 to 3 deep work sessions, right? And then go ahead and just fucking helicopter, and then go ahead and just fill up the rest of your time with reading, with learning, and make sure you implement that as soon as you learn it, right? Take action as soon as you can. Learn, implement. That's something that I always say, right? So we got rid of the bad habits. We got rid of social media by getting rid of the things that trigger it. Changing your identity. Like you're that guy now. You're the athlete. You're whatever you want to be. You are your goals, right? And you're gonna create a routine, right? At this time, at the exact times, from like 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. I'm gonna do this. From 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'm gonna do this. From 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. 10 a.m. I'm gonna do this, and then right? And then you're gonna replace it with learning, right? Obviously, like 2 hours of reading or podcasts. You can watch the podcast while you're eating. Boom, you just got fucking Detox, right? Now, obviously, you haven't got Detox yet. This will make your life change. My life changed forever because of this. The only reason I'm posting these videos right now is because of the dopamine detox, because I have no bad habits, because I have nothing, right? And obviously, getting rid of bad habits is not that easy as I just told you, but it should work. It will work. And I'm going to make an entire different video and newsletter, and I'm going to do everything on that. As soon as I figure out how to get rid of the worst bad habits, as soon as I learn more, I will give you everything you need, and I'll give you all my knowledge right now in a different one, right? So go ahead and implement all of this, bro. This will literally guarantee change your life. If you just get rid of social media, which is the most important one, right? Obviously, it's very important to get rid of everything else, all the other bad habits. Your goal should be to get rid of all bad habits. If you can't do it like this, bro, get rid of all bad habits like this. Now, obviously, some like NoFap and like drug addiction will take a little longer to get rid of, but you will get rid of them. Social media you can get rid of instantly. So go ahead, get rid of the bad habits. Start implementing a routine. Start implementing some deep work. Start learning. Watch these podcasts that I told you. And also, another tip, you should go plan your eating, right? And for deep work, don't eat carbs before it, right? So go ahead, learn, and implement. I just taught you everything, so bro, go take action instantly and change your fucking life.